Yeah, I'm in Worcester, Massachusetts. I made it in, oh God, maybe 1 a.m. There's an IM yard right up here, about 3/4 of a mile. I can't believe that train. I went all the way to Selkirk Yard, Albany, and lucked out and caught out right away again, going east out of Albany. I went through Springfield and Palmer, Massachusetts. I don't see that too often. DPU in the middle of the IM. That reefer unit, refrigerated, probably meat. There's a lot of them IBP beef packing plants. Could be poultry or chicken, pork. But I'm drying everything out. I laid down about 2 this morning and had a pretty heavy dew. Yeah, that's a 3-layered sleeping bag. Got the waterproof bivvy, then the internal bag. Now I got my summer bag in the bottom of my pack, but you can combine them and snap them all together. I don't know why both sides are different. You got the woodland camo on one side and just the plain tan on the other. But I learned right away never to put your stuff away wet or even a little dewed on, because it'll mildew and sour quick. My mat even got wet. Not bad, but I'm so glad I had this. Oh, I walked all the way up town along the tracks and all the way down to the tunnel. Well, it's not a tunnel, it goes underneath these tracks. These tracks down here go underneath these tracks up here, and there's the P&W yard over here. The Providence to Worcester train yard is just right around under the bridge. Couldn't find anywhere level, and there was a guy sleeping under the bridge on that side, so I didn't want to rouse him, but so I had to sleep in a kind of a sump. I didn't sleep really good because I kept thinking these construction workers were going to be here early. No wonder the roads in Worcester are so bad. They work like, what, 2 hours a day? Takes 10 years to do a 1-year project. That train I got off of was going on. It wasn't going to the IM yard here. This one's going in to get unloaded. Now every night about between 8 and midnight, there's an IM that comes out of that yard. he brings up his first cut of cars all the way to about right in here. Then they switch the track and he backs down and picks up a second cut and then puts that DPU in the middle, and then he takes off. So anywhere in here is where you catch out west. Yeah, I meant to say that, yeah, if you're going westbound though. It'll go to Albany, Selkirk, and crew change and go off. Most of the time it goes to Chicago. But there's another big IM yard in Ohio called North Baltimore. I've never ended up there, but I've heard horror stories of riders getting taken into the facility. Last train I went through there, we just stopped outside the facility. Yeah, everything's finally starting to dry. Got me some Gatorade. Took me forever to find a store, and let's see if I can set my camera up. Well, I gotta find the handle first. Sorry about that. All that shaking. That's why I wish I could edit the videos. I'm trying to balance everything and do everything at once. Alright, give me a second here and alright, I think that's good. Yeah, it's drying up to put away now. Somebody asked me to tell a story about wild animal encounters. I've really never had any bad ones. I've seen bear a lot. I've had a snake crawl up on my sleeping bag on top of it, and I just flung my sleeping bag to get him off. Probably skunks is what I deal with most. Skunks are brave. They'll walk right up, eat food out of your food bag right next to you. They won't spray you unless you really piss them off. There in Schenectady, I may have told this story, but me and my dog Bubba were sleeping by an old abandoned line, and about 2 in the morning I just happened to have this weird gut feeling about something, and I set up my sleeping bag, and Bubba was already in tune to something like this. And I look up and I could see the silhouette from the light behind it. There was a skunk perched up on the railhead. And I already knew Bubba seen it, locked into it. And I was like, Bubba, don't. No, Bubba, no. Oh, as soon as I said that, he darted for it. And Bubba went towards the skunk, and I went the other way. I knew what was going to happen. About 3 or 4 seconds later, I smelt the skunk. Bubba had gotten sprayed. And I caught a little bit of it. God, it took a dang month. I actually don't think I ever got rid of all that skunk oil off his fur. But he learned his lesson about a skunk. He really never messed with anything after that. Yeah, I must have encountered 4 or 5 local homeless people. There's an old watchtower, railroad tower, switch tower down there, and there were two sleeping there already. That was my first choice of a place to lay down. I tell you, when you ride real hard like I've been last 2 days, you're not really doing anything physically, but I tell you, you get exhausted. It's like going on a trip in a car, how tired you get, constantly getting beat. Yeah, I got this tarp, I think at Ace Hardware. About 25 bucks. Trying to latch everything up. Had a work truck drive by me this morning. Couldn't tell if he seen me or not. I waited about 20 minutes. No cops ever showed up. Guess I was alright. Now when I'm out and about, I always keep my machete inside. Like that. First thing I do, I already did it this morning as soon as I woke up. I had nothing but good luck on this trip. When I got to Hagerstown, Maryland, as soon as I got off that train, there was another one waiting to go. I've never gone up all the way to Albany out of there, but I managed a good ride. It was about time. I was overdue for a good one. I think there's a couple of workers now. Can't believe if I'd have rethought this a little more, I would have. I wouldn't have left until June 1st. That way I got a fresh refill on all my meds, my rent paid. Now it's getting so late. Just got another week to be back. But if I made it this far in 2 days, I can make it back in 2 or 3. So I got about a 2 to 3 day window.